Aloha, travelers! Today I want to talk to you a little bit about visiting Hawaii. I have seen a huge uptick in requests for Hawaiian vacations. And while I always book Hawaii, I love Hawaii, I've just seen a huge increase in the number of requests. And a lot of these people are asking for Hawaii as an alternative to the Caribbean because they either don't have a passport or they don't want to take a COVID test in order to go on vacation. But Hawaii is a really different vacation than the Caribbean or most other tropical locations, and there are things you really must consider if you want to take a Hawaiian vacation. So let's chat a little bit about what to expect if you're going to book Hawaii. Well, first, you have to keep in mind how far away Hawaii is. While the Caribbean is probably a 2 or 3 hour flight from most of the United States, Hawaii is an 11-hour flight from the East Coast. If you have a layover, you've got to add time in. You can expect anywhere from 11 to 14 hours on average of travel time to get to Hawaii. West Coasters, you're a little bit better off. You have a 5 to 6 hour flight, but that's still a really good distance. Hawaii is not close. The second thing to consider is your budget. Hawaii is an expensive destination. You have to remember, there are no all-inclusive resorts in Hawaii. So once you book your hotel and flight, you have to add in the cost of food and drinks and activities because nothing is included. Also, most Hawaiian hotels have a mandatory resort fee that they will collect at check-in. It's not part of your overall package, and it usually runs another $40 a night or so. So that also adds up on a week-long vacation. That's another $250, $300 onto your vacation. So keep in mind that Hawaii, oftentimes the flight and hotel will price out the same as an all-inclusive resort in the Caribbean, but nothing is included. So make sure you're looking at a realistic budget when you're considering Hawaii. Third, don't discount how far apart the islands are. Oftentimes people will say to me, well, I want to visit like 2 or 3 islands. I want to go to Oahu, and I want to go to Maui, and I want to go to Kauai, and I want to go to the Big Island. Well, you can certainly do that, but the islands are not close. You have to get on a plane. And even though the flights are not long, usually an hour or so, you still have to get to the airport, get through security, get on the plane, fly there, get off, get your rental car. It takes up the better part of your day. So you have to add in that time and the additional cost to get from place to place if you want to island hop. Now, there is a great way to island hop that will save you time and money. And if you're interested, go ahead and ping me. My contact information is on the end screen, and I'll let you in on that little secret. But you have to keep in mind that like Hawaii is far from the mainland, the islands are relatively far from each other. They're not connected by bridges or anything like that. And lastly, you still need a COVID test to go to Hawaii. Now they're talking about lifting that requirement, but as of right now, you need a COVID test to go to Hawaii. Now, you don't need a COVID test to fly home because it's not an international flight, but to go, absolutely. You need one, and it's very, very specific as to where you can get it done, what sort of test it needs to be. You have to be careful because Hawaii is strict. More than a few people have shown up in Hawaii with the wrong information, the wrong test, and they turn around and send you right back home. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. So, I'm not saying any of this to discourage you from visiting Hawaii. It's an incredible place, and I think everybody should see it at least once, more if you can. It's beautiful. The scenery is stunning. You have the gorgeous beaches, you have the jungle, you have Diamond Head, volcanoes, all kinds of amazing nature. Plus tons of Polynesian culture to explore, surfing if you're into surfing, or if you just want to see those giant waves, which again, something to see. And of course, the rainbows. You have never seen rainbows like you will see in Hawaii. Never as colorful, never as complete, and never as many as you will see in Hawaii. So definitely put Hawaii on your bucket list to travel, but keep in mind how far away it is, how much it's going to cost, and what you need to do if you want to see more than one island while you're out there. As always, when you're ready to travel and visit the Aloha State, go ahead and give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email, and let's get you started. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll know every time I post a new video. Till next time, aloha!